That's right. That's right. We are here. We live. St. Francis album review. We about to get into a nice little discussion. I wanted to check in with y'all and let y'all in on what I got going on. My new stuff coming up. Of course, I got some music in the works, as always. But we're gonna get it together. I got a long list, long laundry list of ideas. So I got some things coming along with some videos. But what we're going to get into right now is another branch off the olive tree, the podcast realm that we're diving into. And what we're basically going to do is just get into some album discussion and reviews. I'll have, a lot of dialogue with some other guests, friends, hopefully get some artists on here. And we just going to make it happen, man. What sets us apart is we do an interview wherever we at, commuting in a car, in the home studio, out and about on the streets. We don't give a fuck. We out here. All right, so rap album review. There's a lot that I want to talk about. The first one I'm gonna get into is Black Thought's Streams of Thought. Now, Black Thought, one of my favorite artists. I'll give you guys my history another day, but my first rap name was Deep Thought Kenosis, and I got that. It was inspired by my man Black Thought. Shout out Roots. So, Streams of Thought. Now, when you listen to this album, you have to take into consideration that it's not really a traditional album, and I think the title says it all. Streams of Thought allows Black Thought to compile some music, some really good music, and put it together in an album form. But at least from what I heard, and I've listened to it about 5 times since it's come out, it just doesn't seem to give off that thematic vibe that a strong classic album has. But it's dope though. It's dope. I mean, lyrically he can't be touched. He's definitely spitting some shit. But when we talk about albums, I compare to the greats, man. I'm talking about, shit. Got to put L Boogie in that category. That's actually one of my favorite albums, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. So, because we're talking about from beginning to end, there being, purpose and specific intent on the album and the direction. I like, of course, Jay-Z's first album. Can't even think of the album now. It somehow has escaped me. It'll come back to me, but Reasonable Doubt. Crazy. Listen to the album millions of times. But Reasonable Doubt, that's in my opinion, it's another classic album. I mean, I feel like it focuses on a specific time, a specific period, and Jay-Z describes what life is like, and I don't think it's as relative for most common folks like the Lauryn Hill album is, or a lot of other classic albums, but for hip hop, for rap, it was, in my opinion, a solid album. But back to Black Thought. So it was a short album, 5 songs, 17 and a half minutes, I believe. And I felt like he got a lot done. I felt like it was, it's one, I listened to it like 5 times in a row. I'm going to listen to it again after this casting. But I feel like he did what he set out to do. He wanted to make people, really listen to what he has to say and then be able to digest it. So he's just giving you small scoops of what he has to offer. So I like that. And, apparently he'll have some other Streams of Thought volumes to come. I guess what I would like to see is, because the first volume seemed to be more of a compilation of, a few tracks that he put together, albeit, they're solid tracks. It'd be cool if somehow there could be some sort of relationship or connection with the next volumes. Doesn't mean that they all have to sound the same, but if he can find some way to kind of, mesh them and pair them together so there's a little bridge of, continuity. It'll be dope. So we'll see. A lot of other shit that I want to go over. I will check back in a few. This is St. Francis. We out here doing it. St. Francis podcast album review. We will come back and get into some more goodness. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for paying attention. Next time.